quest are you up for?
With Divine Queen Margareta leading the way, the Guardian and Harriet set off for the western land of Epic. Nowhere in the border fortress, nor in any villages, were they met with citizens of Epic. They found only signs of a hasty evacuation. Though the people's swift flight spared them from any great harm, Margareta lamented the cruel reality that had forced them to abandon their homes. If they could strike the root of the problem, they could eliminate it once and for all.
Hey, Puma, hey, Dio.
They ventured on until beyond another silent village, they found the desolate expanse of the desert. The Guardian and their party pushed ahead with their advance, seeking the 4 mysterious fiends who had usurped Epic from its queen.
So this is the desert of Epic. It's bleak, isn't it?
Epic began as a realm where the devout gathered. Perhaps the land's unforgiving nature is precisely why.
Exactly. Our ancestors settled here to form a place for strict religious practice. And as people gathered, towns formed, then a country.
I just want to play Phantasy Star. And
behold the divine land of Epic.
And I want to try
the realm
to
at the edge of grace.
make it
And who should sit at
by
its
5
feet
o'clock.
but I, the divine Queen Margareta. Somehow I get the feeling you and Grace aren't too well acquainted. Silence! Fairy!
Don't know I have
sign of
ammo.
any Castrum Demonica.
So
Why would we need those big, dangerous things anywhere but the border? No one would try to invade us anyway. And besides, we'd just be wasting the thin little strip of precious, useful land we've already got. Only an absolute nincompoop or a country as rich in mana and resources as Coento would go around conjuring those things willy-nilly.
Interesting choice of words. Is Coento truly rich, I wonder? True, our land has blessed us with abundant resources and mana. But surely the people's hearts need more than that.
Ha! You naive little thing. If a queen
Hey,
cannot
Joe
be proud,
Senpai.
who will?
Oh, it's
Do you
Joe
enjoy
Sensei.
demoralizing your
Hey,
own
Ryan.
people? Take a look around. Do you think I don't know what a dry, barren, poor land Epic really is? We're rich only in sand and woe. But that's why I give the people something to aspire to. I conduct myself with pride and beauty. If they think, how I long to be like her, then my duty is done.
Okay.
Nothing drives a person like
Alright.
yearning for more.
I don't know why I call you Senpai.
Does no
I
one
was so tired.
resent you for it?
You simpleton. Who can be
Alright.
queen if they spend their time afraid of stirring jealousy? Well, I'll admit, I do get frightened by the idea. But it's out of my control, so I can't waste my time worrying about it. I am queen, and the pride of my people. That much is set in stone. What good is it to worry about what every last little one of my subjects thinks? I guess only someone this arrogant could go and conjure 4 entire people to wreck their country. I said silence, Fairy! If a queen can't show her pride, who can? You there, wouldn't you agree? What's that? Lady Margareta! Thank you. But what was that? Where did it come from? I don't know. It looked like it came out of nowhere.
I feel like
It's a Castrum Demonica, and supernaturals are popping up along with it.
How could it spring up with no conjurers around?
Emergency code due.
Not today! Not today!
You think? Well, it does look like a wedding cake. She does look like a wedding cake. Yeah.
This place is the font of all wisdom. Relative coordinates have been calculated.
I can't talk today. I was busy laying down my bed comfortably.
Why did we have to get forced into battle here? Look, the ground's a complete mess. Maggie? Excuse me? Maggie? You will address the Divine Queen of Epic by her full name! Now what do you want?
You're sure that Castrum Demonica wasn't already set up here?
Of course not. Like I said, we only have those things on the border. We can't afford to have them taking up our land.
So that would mean it was just conjured on the spot, right?
You Cuento folk ought to know more about it than me. Just whipping up one without a conjurer around hardly seems like fair play.
Indeed. We have no such technique in Cuento either. Moreover, That castrum just now was odd.
It was suddenly just there, and it didn't give off any signal at all. Conjuration gives off different readings. So it wasn't conjured, and it wasn't set up in advance. Then just how did it appear here?
Oh, enough! However this happened, those 4 villains are obviously at fault. How dare they treat my realm like some plaything? If you want a problem gone, you take it out by the roots. Don't you agree, Queen of Cuento? It's time to reclaim my land! Quickly!
Right. That's some high and mighty talk for someone who's been standing around doing nothing.
If a divine queen doesn't have license to act high and mighty, who does? Acting high and mighty is the most important job of a monarch. Remember that, Queen of Cuento.
Yes, I'll remember.
I'm gonna be really disappointed if Harriet comes out of this acting like Maggie.
Okay. I just felt like streaming today. Right.
Suddenly, it appeared Epic was overrun with castrum demonicas, conjured by unknown. Though the populace had fled, they would have no homes or livelihoods to return to if the devilish creations continued to wreak havoc. The Guardians party forged their way deeper into the Divine Land, defeating the castrum demonicas as they went. Their targets, the 4 beings ruling over the newly quartered Epic, from fortresses in the north, south, east, and west. As they drew near the eastern fortress, a mighty force gathered to prepare for their arrival. The Guardian pushed on towards this unwelcome meeting, unaware that fate had an unpleasant trick lying yet in store.
Look! That's her! She's one of the 4 villains!
So the Guardian appears, at last.
Kill, 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 kill. Wow is right.
Speechless in the face of my overwhelming might, I see.
Actually, I think we're just completely baffled.
There's no need to fear, Guardian. Rather, you should join me. I would welcome you. Miss Matoy has spoken at length of your skill. To a frankly tiresome degree, I must
This is a
admit.
mistake. Story mode bad. Well, I need to do it. Finish up
Wait!
this game.
What's going on? How come this Aika is mixing things about Oracle into the conversation? Aika's
I hate
aura
episode
is still
5's
there,
story.
but there's also a Dark Falls-like presence.
Whoever this person is and wherever she comes from, she's most certainly under the influence of ephemera. Don't be hoodwinked by her words.
It seems our negotiations have failed. A pity.
Mystery Cat,
If
what's
I
up?
can't have your allegiance, I suppose I'll have your life.
Enough prattling, usurper! You think I'll let you get away with running roughshod over the divine land of Epic?
What time is it today? Not what time. What day is it today?
A
Oh, it's
little
Thursday.
heavy on the theatrics there,
I thought it was
Maggie.
Wednesday for today.
Come on! Haven't you always wanted to act just once like you're in a real epic tale?
You, so-called ruler of this land. Why would the one who conjured us here now stand on the opposing side? Is this behavior not what you wanted when you summoned us, the apprentice emissaries?
What I want is for the Guardian to flatten you so badly, you'll have to be scraped from the floors of this fortress!
Hang on. Let's not breeze by that very important point. Are they here to grant your wishes, Maggie?
Look, I'll explain everything later. But if we don't take her out right now, we won't have a later.
Then try your hand against the apprentice emissary Aika. The misunderstood.
You want us to call you that?
It was not my choice, but it will do. Go forth, servant. Show them your true form.
Kill, 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 kill.
And Parappy.
Emergency code due.
Thick bird. Yeah.
Kill,
I-
kill, kill.
Well, you haven't disappointed me, Guardian. You're even more powerful than Miss Matoy said so very many times. But alas for you, I am but a false vessel. Nothing next to my fellow emissaries. The brighter a light burns, the deeper the shadow it casts. In the end, you may wish you had fallen here.
Save your breath. No matter what vicious villains you cast our way, I will never abandon my country. Now, my companions, let's move on to the next foe for the freedom of Epic!
My
I think you said something about an
my VR
explanation,
headset fell.
Maggie?
Well, hear me out. We've all heard those stories where a really cool queen frees her country from awful villains and saves the day, haven't we? I thought it'd be nice to create this grand tale of me and the Guardian saving Epic. Our god always gets credit for solving everything. So I was told, why not conjure up the Guardian and make it all happen? It sounded like a pretty neat idea.
You were told? By whom?
This priest who gave me a lot of good advice. But the second these 4 villains appeared, he up and ran away.
Who's ready to forget this and leave?
No! We can't simply abandon Epic! Whatever the cause, Ephemera's influence clearly plagues this land. And how could we leave the people to such a dire fate?
You're right. And I deeply regret what I've done. Deeply and painfully. I thought having a legend or hero would help cheer up my people. But what good are legends when your dinner plate is empty? What a fool I was to even think that way. Shameful, I admit it. So please, help me fix it. I'm begging you.
Please stand up straight, Lady Margareta. I understand how you feel all too well. Your only mistake was the way you went about your goal. And when you make a mistake, all you can do is try to fix it. Wouldn't you agree, Guardian?
You're right. We can't really turn our backs when the profound darkness is involved. And Maggie seems genuinely sorry.
Hold on, I gotta do something real fast.
And deeply ironic for you to say that. But with this pair of
Oh,
softies in charge,
gotta be a
I
bit.
suppose that's that.
Still have a lot to go.
Shuddering to see a friend brought so low, the Guardian defeated Aika the Misunderstood,
Hey,
the first
Fadi,
of
what's
the
up?
apprentice emissaries. With this accomplished, the journey continued. The party forged on to the northern fortress and its waiting emissary, routing Castrum Demonicas along the way. But despite the success, their footsteps fell heavily. More than even the might of the foes awaiting them, they dreaded the sight of another friend, reduced to a dark vessel.
I did my unemployment stuff
They were no
today.
strangers to war and bloodshed,
Yesterday.
but no blade is as heavy as one raised against a friend.
And right now I'm waiting for my confidential tax forms to come around.
Look who's here. Guess this means Aika's already fallen. Well, congratulations on defeating the weakest of the four of us. I'm afraid you'll find me a notch or two stronger than she was, to say the very least. Are you ready for a real fight this time? Now, take a good look at your tomb, and at me, your Undertaker, the apprentice emissary, Rena the Forsaken!
Yes! Now this is what I'm talking about! These crackling confrontations! A bit cliche, maybe, but they make your heart pound!
Well, I found a visual match. That's definitely Rina Izumi, the Earthling Enga said went missing. But I just can't believe she's anywhere near this dumb in real life. This has to be Maggie's fault.
Go on, flaunt your strength all you like! But that strength is crippled by your arrogance!
What?
Real strength lies in the bonds between friends! Your defeat was written from the moment you decided to face us all on your lonesome!
What makes you so sure I'm by myself? Do you think I lack companions? Well, you're dead wrong!
Ha! Just drop the posturing already! I know all about your companions! When you were summoned, I saw all three of them make for the door while you were still working up the courage to even talk to them!
Silence! Hold your lying tongue or I'll take it from you! I think I've seen all I can take. We'd be doing Rena a favor by beating her as fast as we can.
Defeat me? A fine delusion. You'll die regretting that you ever provoked me.
Too slow!
I suppose I was the one with more to learn.
Emergency! Code Duel.
Let's just get speedrun it.
No! Not sorrow! Please, don't take my imaginary friend from me.
You may have been strong, but that strength is founded in all the wrong reasons.
Wrong reasons? You mean, was I wrong to try and escape into a virtual world?
True strength isn't the
Pink
kind
Diamond.
you seek to defeat someone. It's what you seek to protect them.
Watch classmate of the elite.
You only believed you'd grown
That's nice.
strong because you'd been fighting
Never
so
heard of it.
long on your own.
Your words carry the sting of truth, as does the outcome of this battle. I see now the folly of my ways. At least, here at the end of things, my eyes are finally open. Thank you, Guardian. The next time I'm summoned, I'll be brave and call out to my friend.
The poor girl. Even if she were summoned again, she wouldn't remember a thing.
I think it'd be a lot worse if she did remember.
Guardian? I really don't know what to make of what they've been saying. Do you?
Oh, come on! What's more touching than coming to an understanding with your defeated foe?
Says the one who didn't do any of the defeating. I could definitely had it bad, but I'm sure this was really tough on Rena, too.
Might be finishing up episode 5 tonight.
With Rena the Forsaken gone, the Guardians party had bested 2 apprentice emissaries.
Oh, this chair I
and
got
reclaimed
is really
half of
uncomfortable.
Epic. They marched onward,
Chair.
all too aware
Yep.
that 2 more of their friends lay ahead of
Comfortable.
them in wait. What strength would they wield? And more chillingly, what evil had crept over them? The Guardians' fears were twofold as
Just
the
sell
party
this
pressed
gaming
on
chair.
toward the South
This thing
Fortress.
is not what I
Awaiting
expected
them
to
was
be.
a fiend so changed as to defy recognition as the friend they had once known.
I suppose I ought to compliment you for making it this far.
This one's an entire world apart from the 2 we've faced so far.
Huh. Don't insult me by naming me in the same breath as those other emissaries. They're mere trainees compared to me. Can you hear the wind singing? It sings the lonesome dirge of your funeral.
Now this is just cruel. Can you imagine what Often would say if he saw this?
Often? My head!
Wait, look at her! Could it be she's merely being used as a puppet?
Gee, I don't know, Maggie. Do we know anyone who maybe wished for that to happen?
Oh my, Euclita. Seems like you're struggling just a tad behind all that tough talk.
Be quiet! Why in the world are you even here, Apprentice Emissary Aurora the Timid?
Come on now. Is that any way to talk to your fellow emissary? Euclita the Obstinate? I just thought I'd stop by and give you a hand, since our friends here have probably had just about enough.
Are you all just down for anything that falls in your laps?
Having me on your side is as good as having 100 of anyone else. Let's wipe the floor with them, Euclita.
way ahead of you. Entrance us, Sky Dancer Aurora!
Now she's got a cosmogenic arm? We can dissect how weird this is later. Here she comes.
I like it's just cutscenes.
Nice try!
Resident Evil. The moment that one is an evil
no
movie.
less from the one who took down the 2 other apprentice emissaries. But I doubt you expected this!
It's that one Resident Evil movie.
What's going on? That hurt so much! Is this actually happening? I could have sworn this was just a really weird dream!
What are you doing, Aurora? This is absolutely not the time! Get back into weapon form!
But that really, really hurt! Wait. Oh, jeez, Euclita? Did you get turned into a Dark Falls again?
Wait! How did Aurora turn back to normal? Could your power have done this? Now try Euclita!
What's happening? Where is this? What are we doing here in some fortress? Aurora, what did you do this time?
What makes you think I did something? I thought I was just having some weird dream, and then all of a sudden I woke up in searing pain. Wait, if this isn't a
Horny
dream,
jail.
Where could we possibly be?
I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you two back to normal.
Sierra, is that you? Why are you so small? And what do you mean, back to normal? Was something manipulating us?
Oh, right. There's a lot of explaining to do.
Wait, so no more fighting? Did we persuade them to join us? Oh, rain on my parade, why don't you?
If you're hoping to fight, Maggie, we can certainly oblige.
Well, how nice to solve everything without bloodshed for once. And that they're back to their senses. What a peaceful resolution.
Who's this kid? She looks like an idiot.
Excuse me? How dare you impugn my intelligence?
Well, she
Of
sounds
all
like-
things you dare call me idiot, the name I hate most of all!
Wow! Impugn? Look at you, using hard words like a big girl.
You watch who you talk down to, especially when you look barely out of swaddling clothes yourself.
You know what? Same
brat.
actress, I gotta say.
You've got some nerve calling the captivatingly, despairingly, inducingly beautiful Aurora a brat!
Yeah? Wanna know what it's like to fight a divine queen, brat?
Ha! Well, take your divine pride and swallow it! You're in the presence of a goddess of beauty, an actual divine being!
You dare! The height of disrespect!
Your bickering wouldn't be so grating if the 2 of you weren't just as bad as the other.
Brat versus
I
cake.
think we could all finally use a little explanation. What's going on?
Oh, great. Not again. My stomach.
Oh, Aika!
Hello. I'm told I gave you two a great deal of trouble. My apologies.
Oh, don't worry about it. You got dragged into it unwillingly in the first place. Are you okay?
I have undergone a medical checkup, and received a clean bill of health. I just have this lingering feeling of having been trapped in a long nightmare. The shame I felt over what happened in that dream makes me relieved to not remember what actually happened. And if I did remember, I wouldn't want to discuss it, much less ever experience it again.
You know what? Forgetting all about it sounds great. You didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, wait. How much do you two know about what happened? Why? Why does that sound so familiar? And why does my face flush just from hearing it?
Incoming transmission from Inga? Hello, Sierra here. To what do we owe the pleasure, Inga?
Hey, Sierra. Oh, and you're here too. Perfect. I got some good news, for once. Rina Izumi's been found. Her memories of the whole episode are fuzzy, but she's not hurt. Doing kinda surprisingly well, actually. She wants to talk to the two of you. Mind if I put her through?
Oh, of course not. She knows about ARCs already, from what I gather, so that should be fine.
I owe you big time, Sierra. Here she is.
Hello. It's me, Rina Izumi. I just wanted to apologize for everything.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you, Rina.
I can't remember what happened all that well. Could you fill me in? I didn't do anything really terrible, did I?
Well, terrible is subjective. Do you have a general sense of what happened?
Well, somewhat. Just a sense that I said some very revealing, pretty embarrassing things.
Uh-huh. Yes. Well, that part's real.
Wait, so you do know? Please, tell me! What exactly did I say? Forsaken. Lonesome. Oh no, it's starting to come back to me!
No, don't think too hard about it. You only just got back from having disappeared. Just take it easy for now. Don't try and remember, and give your body and mind some rest, especially your mind.
Well, I won't be able to rest my mind now!
So all four of us former apprentice hosts were summoned here. Everything about this world is a little too hard to believe normally, but after what we've been through, how could we doubt it? Tell me about this arrogant child who summoned the four apprentice vessels.
Well, if you asked me before, I would have bet she was pretty strongly connected to Aurora in some way.
An understandable misconception. I was the original apprentice, after all. But it should be pretty clear by now that that's not true. Lest you forget, I don't associate with idiots.
Here you go again! How many times do I have to tell you that I am a queen and I command respect?
Just can it, dummy! How else are you supposed to tell an idiot they're an idiot? They're too dumb to get it if you sugarcoat it!
It's like watching someone fight a mirror.
I suppose like repels like sometimes. Maybe they're both connected to Apprentice because they're similar after all. Anyway, how are we supposed to get back to the Ark's ship?
Oh, good question. When we defeated the other two, it released them, and they returned to their original worlds without having to do anything.
What? So we have to let them beat us up? I don't know about you, but that's not really my cup of tea.
Interesting. Who was that again who once upon a time told me the more it hurts, the closer I come to salvation?
Hush, Euclita! Why doesn't Queen Numbskull, who summoned us, do something to send us back?
How am I supposed to know how to send you back? I barely even understand how you were brought here in the first place.
You might not want to use your stupidity as a defense.
All right, you two. Let's settle down. If you were brought here using a summoning circle, we should be able to use the same circle to send you back.
Then we need to go to my palace. Let's get back right away. Oh, and I can finally recall the evacuation order.
I bet.
Peace crept back over Epic at last, as the Guardian loosened the grip that the apprentice emissaries had upon the land. In advance of her triumphant return, Divine Queen Margareta called off the evacuation of her people. The people began to return in droves to the capital upon the oasis. The Guardian's party approached the seat of Margareta's power, following a wave of returners. Finally, they arrived at the city, pulsing with life and heat in the heart of the desert.
At last! We're nearly back to my dear old palace. And look! Everyone's coming right back! My virtuous deeds have worked wonders. I've come back to you at last, my dear subjects. Witness the triumphant return of your divine queen, Margareta!
Hey, out of the way! Coming through with heavy bags here.
Look at how bad the ground dried out in just a few days. All my crops are done for. Damn it. It feels like this place wants us to suffer.
Yeah, quit whining. How are we supposed to test our faith if we don't suffer?
Does the queen usually get ignored, Maggie?
Oh, this is fine. Why should I be upset that they're working so intently they don't even notice me? That just means they're getting back to their everyday lives.
Whoa, little Margareta. I almost tripped right over you. Sure you're getting enough to eat? Well, not that I can raise anything bigger than you. Look what poor little dead crops I came back to after that evacuation.
Looks like you made our god angry trying to raise them too big. Grow some nice plain ones so you'll have plenty to give the tax collector.
Well now, Lady Margareta, back to stick your fingers in more pies, are you?
Too right I am. And I'll keep coming back to give you a divine scolding if you don't show a little more respect.
Hey, it's Queen Margareta! Quick, you better run or she's gonna point the finger at you next!
Ha! There's no use running. I've already pointed at you 1,000,000 times, but I moved too fast for you to see.
And there she goes, competing with children. Look at how they all tease her. Is she really the queen of these parts?
I suspect this is just Lady Margareta's way of connecting with her people. You can see that they're all working so hard. But they all have such bright looks in their eyes. Not a single downcast face.
Good grief. You'd never know this was the seat of royal power with all this disrespect. Looks like a tax hike is in order. That's enough of my my time wasted here anyway. Let's move on to my palace.
May I ask you something, Lady Margareta?
Oh, I can't stand it! She didn't even blink! The crops never come in right, it's dry as a bone and hot as an oven, the wind won't give you a break. Need I go on? But, well, I am the queen after all. I can call it the pits all I like, but it's still my country. It's a part of me. Not to mention, you can't just sit back and watch people treat your property like a toy, can you? After all, I'm the Divine Queen. Epic is no one's toy but mine.
Hey, we resent that, Lady Margareta. This land belongs to our god, and to we the people!
Quit eavesdropping, peasant! If I say it's mine, it's mine! Less yapping, more bootstrapping!
Well, you certainly did make it into your toy, which is exactly how you ended up summoning those four and wrecking the place.
Enough of your needling. The people of Epic aren't so weak as to break over a trifling thing like this. Lest you forget, you're at the heart of the realm at the edge of grace, in the city of the strong of will. There's no changing the past. I've put it behind me, so what's left but to hold my head high and smile? It's a ruler's job to be proud. If I smile, then so will my people.
Compared to Cuento, this castle certainly has, well, character?
Unlike the good people of Cuento, we don't have the materials to waste on building a plush palace like that. After it became my turn on the throne, I had a bunch of people with absolutely nothing to do build this. Show a little respect!
Welcome back, Your Holiness Queen Margareta. At long last.
Wait, aren't you?
How, if I may humbly ask, did Your Holiness enjoy the diversions I so painstakingly arranged? I confess, I did not expect Your Holiness would so quickly seek aid of Cuento. Much less that Cuento would oblige.
Were you again?
How could you forget your own priest? The one who taught you the art of conjuration to begin with!
Huh, I thought so. That Your Holiness talk never sat right on your tongue, did it? Let me tell you, your cover leaves much to be desired. How moronic. You really thought I forgot you? Do you think gods are known for letting betrayers off lightly? All I've forgotten is your name.
It's impossible to tell when you're being cunning and when you're just being idiotic. Though, to be honest, that only adds to the fun.
It's you, the one from Wayland.
And? Why did you come back? To wave the white flag?
Oh, hardly. Just here to do my best to stave off an anticlimax.
In other words, you plan to keep up your evil tricks, right here in the palace of the Divine Queen Margareta.
Majors, what's up?
You must have forgotten that here in this place, I can do absolutely anything I want. I, Margareta of Epic, hereby command you to die. Dinner time!
What was that?
The divine might of Epic. The power of miracles, given shape and passed down for generations. Unfortunately, we can only use it here. And honestly, it's kind of gross and I hate it.
So you could have been safe all along if you just stayed here?
What good is it if I'm safe when the rest of my country is in danger? Anyway, let's get you two on your way back. Now that they're here, all we have to do is send them back the way they came.
Yes. That should do it.
All right, you two, step on up. Oh, don't worry. I can't do that thing again unless you start blaspheming. Alright then, time to get started.
Now you've done it, you imbecile!
What's happening? Is that ephemera?
You let your guard down, Divine Queen Margareta. I told you I was here to prevent an anticlimax. You killing me was the last step that was needed. Now I can take over this place. All that's left is to offer your body to your own god, to become a vessel for these factors.
Hey, mages, how you doing?
Damn it! I can't! Fine! You leave me no choice! You two, go back where you came from!
I am not doing so well.
Wait 1 second,
But
Queen
I'm
Numbskull.
still trying.
Don't worry about us. Worry about your own stupid hide.
I'm still trying.
Idiots.
Alright.
Show some respect if you don't want to die! It's my duty as
I just want to
queen
finish up this
to
game.
send you back! Now stop
This
dragging
game's
your
story
feet
mode.
and go! Lady
Which is
Margareta!
so long.
Stay back, Queen of Coento! You can't help me! It's too late for anyone to stop this now! I'm going to give in. Just
Itsugi,
for a
that's her
little
name.
while. Guardian,
I'm hearing.
it'll be up to you to save me. What story could be more heroic than that?
It's a little late to be thinking of stories.
Quiet, Fairy! Can't you let a poor, terrified queen have her one little moment of bravado? Look, I don't know what this thing will do to me if I try and fight it.
I'm waiting
So
for
I'll
my.
give in.
I'm still waiting for my W2 to come by.
You promise you'll save me! Please!
Well now, what a pleasant change. At last, a slightly more grown body. The type of vessel I've sought for so long.
There's no doubt about it. The signals match perfectly. It's Dark Fall's apprentice.
Oh my! Look at this delightful little set of toys just waiting for my arrival. I don't suppose you're here to help me break in this magnificent vessel I've waited so long for.
Wait, I'm getting apprentice's readings, but her stats are something else altogether.
Well, I did told my employer to send
if
it
we're up
my
against
way.
apprentice with every ounce of Maggie's
But
miracle powers, I'm not too sure about our
January
odds.
31st is taking us so long.
Well said, Guardian. We must save Lady Margareta.
No! What is this? What are you doing? Look at you! It's like you went to a beautician and a clother and just said, all of it, please! This can't be me from now on!
I beg your pardon? What does a brat barely out of diapers know next to the incarnation of beauty itself?
Just stop talking! You sound like my stuffy old ancestors! Take those words out of my mouth!
I won't trade barbs with a mere vessel. Learn your place.
My place is the throne of Epic! Is this really what I'm like now? Am I this thick-skulled? You just keep your trap shut and get ready for the Guardian to stomp you right into the floor! For the world, for my people, for my country, for our God, and above all for my own sake!
Wow.
I just want my refund.
I guess only Maggie
A big
could get
fat
possessed
tax
and still
refund.
be able to throw fits like this.
Obviously! Who do you think you're dealing with? Margareta, the Divine Queen! No one gets away with wielding our God's power and toying with our country! No one but me, that is! All that aside, I refuse to accept that this is how awful my fashion sense will be from now on! Hurry up and get her, Guardian! Smash her into tiny bits! I know I do!
Pretending like I'm not here?
Notice. Signs of Dark Falls Luther have been detected on Omega. We're going to need your assistance, so get ready.
Emergency! Code! Duel!
That's done.
Completed!
Not today! Not today!
You! How dare you blemish my perfectly beautiful form!
It looks like it's working! If we can just separate the Dark Falls and save Maggie.
Wait! Get back, Guardian! Hurry!
That was the fight. It went on for like 3 seconds. Yeah. I'm playing this on easy mode because one,
Something isn't
I
right here.
really do not want my time wasted playing this game.
You mean to steal me away?
I'm getting ephemera readings! It's an F-Factor outburst! How do we save Maggie if we
This
can't
is
even
story
get
mode.
close?
I'm already
If there were a
over
path
level,
open,
so
you could
whatever.
save her, right?
Harriet, what are...
Guardian, I'll open the way. The rest is up to you. All of this stems from ephemera. Let it find the vessel it seeks in me!
Hey Morgan, what's up?
Oh no. I just can't take this. Is this really what's in store for me?
Oh, enough of your moping! This is exactly what you're going to look like in a few years, so you better sear the image into your eyes now!
Stop that at once! How disrespectful! You've got no sense of fashion, you're arrogant, and you're disrespectful! You're beyond all help! You're right. We can settle this another time.
I am Dark Falls' apprentice. I am what this girl could have become. I am who she would be if she remained an apprentice vessel and did anything and everything she wished. I would have already vanished when I lost my vessel, and you cut me down except...
Well, what was I supposed to do? You may be the queen of overdoing it, but you're still me. And yet, I just can't really accept the idea of being a host until I fade away.
Indeed. The idea of simply being used is far from what I prefer. Ah, Margareta, in case this hasn't crossed your mind, were I to return to inhabiting your body, I would regain control as before.
Then what was the point of all this? Isn't there anything we can do? She can go with you? Is that something you can even do, Guardian?
To be frank, I don't believe that idea sits well with the two of us either. There's something about you that goes beyond just unusual. Like that girl back in the palace. What granted you these abilities? I suppose we haven't much choice. Time for you to hurry back where you came from, Margareta. If you don't get moving, your body and soul could become unglued forever, and you'd have nowhere to go.
Before I go, Just answer me this one question.
What's on your mind?
How you doing?
What is it you think I still need?
Who's to say? You'll have to decipher that yourself, little one. What? Don't delude yourself into thinking I'm worried about her. I have my own goal in mind, to find the villain who tried to use me and crush him into dust. All that mattered to me was which would be more effective, taking over that young girl's body or working with you. Read nothing else into it. What's your mouth? You do remember who you're speaking to, don't you? We don't need to get along. We only need to take my power with your body and put them together so we get what we want. Nothing more. You understand, I take it? Ugh, I grow weary of this chatter. You two, get back where you belong.
I finally got all three. Just one more to go.
Are you both all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Let me put on my
She
socks.
looks like she's gone back to normal.
Right back.
But the other people who've been possessed, well...
Yes, I remember vividly how the light enveloped Luther and took him away.
I knew it! Lady Margareta! No! You can't just leave us behind like this! Just talk to us one more time! Show us the arrogant Maggie we know!
Huh? Whoa! Oh, wait a second! Are you going to breathe life back into her?
Is that something you can even do?
What the hell are you doing? I mean, what are you trying to do? What a disrespectful way to treat someone! Oops. Well, good morning, everyone. Don't mind me. Just going to wash my face. What was all that for? A queen can't play a little harmless prank? You all need to find a sense of humor.
There's a line, Maggie, and you jumped right over it. You even brought magic into it. To think we wasted tears on you.
Come on, I was never going to die. I'm the Divine Queen, our god's worldly proxy. How could I die without divine permission? Besides, how many times have I said I don't need anyone to cry over me? It'd be far better to laugh instead.
I suppose I'm glad you played that joke on us. After all, it meant we got to see you again, Lady Margareta.
Oh, I see. Now you threw me off kilter. Well, I guess I could try some more queenly behavior. Gods are only gods if you respect and have faith in them, after all. Guardian, Lady Sierra, Lady Harriet, Queen of Coento. Epic's time of need. You three non-believers shed blood and sweat for us, like our God's own messengers. You have my deepest, truest thanks. See? I can hold a royal court with the best of them!
Wow. Well, that little coda just now certainly reminds me you're still you, Maggie.
Explain that remark, Fairy!
It means most of the time you act like there's not a royal bone in your body.
You take that back!
Well, I knew anything at all could happen when I went diving in there. But it's odd. I don't feel the least bit out of sorts. In fact, I think I feel fine. I'm more concerned about where that shadow that overtook Lady Margareta has gone.
All I can say is I don't feel it anywhere nearby. But as strong as it is, I'm sure it's going to reform somewhere else. I've still got a bad feeling about where this is going. I need to heighten my guard. So much to do. Look at me, right back to work the moment I get home. I almost forgot. After all we've been through together, I'm sure you'd both like to help, Guardian and Queen Harriet. Yes?
Awesome. That's done. Let's see what we have next. Okay. Let's do the
As you notice, Dark Falls Luther has appeared on Omega. Move out immediately and rout the enemy.
Let's do these first. Go on. Sorry. Actually, I can just skip these. Should just skip episode 5 right now because I really don't like episode 5 story. Actually, I'm not gonna skip out this one, right?
Well now, a new companion decides to drop in unannounced, and without even a word of greeting. No manners whatsoever.
Ah, Luther. I was just thinking I smelled something vile. I suppose our final passenger is Elder's vessel?
Yes, our distasteful cohabitant. It defies common sense so terribly as to negate it altogether. What kind of space is this for us? Begging your pardon. I had no aim to incur the displeasure of our good host. Goodness, though. I see you're as shiftless as ever.
That's rich. You've been freeloading here much longer than I have. What happened? Didn't you lose interest in the world once you couldn't have the Akashic records?
In short, yes. With Xion gone from this world, it has all but lost access to the records as well. But as to why I am here specifically, well, I should think the reason would be self-evident.
Planning to use this one for your own ends, are you?
Oh, I think I smell danger. Could it be you feel indebted to our host because they saved your past self?
Nothing of the sort. I'm just showing them my disgust that they'd partner with someone whose true intent they don't know.
But it's not so one-sided as you make it sound. It's an equivalent exchange. I lend my power in return for knowledge.
Hey, You hear that? This fool says these things, and you don't feel an urge to expel him?
Cease the false accusations, would you? I'm here. Nothing more. Apprentice. I believe parasite is the perfect way to describe this. A future defying even Shion's prognostications, and we get to observe it.
Getting desperate, Luther? Hardly surprising, considering how far you've fallen.
I can't help it. I'm very particular about appearances, a trait I believe we share. Why don't you just admit that you've grown fond of your host?
Don't be stupid! I'm only here out of necessity. Inevitable, unavoidable necessity. I'm not apprentice anymore. My name is Margareta. And you do well to remember it, Luther.
I'm glad I don't have a job anymore. But at the same time, I do need to get another job.
You certainly do seem quite a bit younger than the apprentice.
Otherwise, I have to redo everything.
I suppose that would make you easier to deal with.
Redo my social security disabilities.
How frightening. Honestly, I do plan on respecting the wishes of my host. And her, of course.
Okay. If it's gotta be like the one-sided things, I'm going to skip those.
What are you reading, Noma?
Whoa! Oh, just nothing. Think I'll go have a nice relaxing float around outside.
Huh. Well, there she goes. What do you think she was looking at?
I can just feel the curiosity seeping out of your bones.
Sierra?
Just what could have piqued the interest of the legendary First Claris Craze, better known to us as Alma? Well, I just so happen to have access to her browsing history. And just say the word.
Sierra. Take it easy, okay?
Browsing history.
You can't just take it easy on violating someone's privacy. Stop her, Xiao. And Sierra, at least give it a second before you start snooping. Oh, wow. Regius and Maria's deployment records?
Can't we do something about this, Xiao?
There are some things even I can't do. Like putting the Akashic records into visual form and interacting with them, for a start.
But I feel really bad for Alma. Especially when she's working so hard for all of our sakes.
All right. Sounds like it's up to us. You with me, Xiao?
Well, it's not like I have anything against her. Do what you think is best. Just don't go overboard with it. Alma wouldn't want that.
You seem extra bubbly today, Sierra. Did something special happen or something?
Not a thing. But who can say someone else won't have a surprise in store?
Hmm?
You called for me.
Reggie!
I didn't expect to find the best and brightest of Arcs gathered here when you sent for me, Overseer. Our two venerable guardians, and the great Shao himself.
Yes, things have been complicated lately.
Which brings us to the point, I suppose. What can I help you with, Sierra?
Well, I just think having you here is all the help we need. So thank you, and that should do it, right?
Is that so? Well, I'm pleased to have an excuse to see you again, Guardian. I'm glad to see you in good health. And you, Matoy. Exercising moderation, I hope? Sarah often raises a fuss about your exploits at our command meetings.
Yes, I've been trying to have a bit more restraint. And you, Regius? Is everything going all right?
Oh, yes. The instructor's life is a fulfilling one. Each day is a gift, quite frankly.
Regius, I was hoping you could regale us with some of those good old war stories.
That's an odd request, Sierra. Wouldn't you rather see what happened firsthand in my deployment logs?
Well, I mean, maybe, but that's not the point. Look, Regius, I know this may be hard to believe, but I want you to know that right over there...
Stop it! Just don't tell him I'm here, okay? Please.
No! Wait a second! I'm sorry, Regius! Another time!
What's all that about, Shao?
I think it has to do with some matters you could have sorted out better. Say, 40 or so years ago.
So much of the
Alma? Sorry, Sierra. I know you went to a lot of trouble for me, and I just ruined it. I can't tell you how happy it made me just to be able to see Reggie again. Honestly, it means the world to me that you do that. But it hurts seeing you all talking and having a great time with him, whereas all I could do was just float before him, invisible. It felt like I was trapped in a world where I don't exist. I felt lonely all of a sudden. In my head, I knew this was the way things would be. And yet look at me, still looking up where he's going and everything, still not letting go.
Oh, Alma, I'm so sorry. I should have considered how cruel this would be to you.
There's nothing cruel about it. I chose this reality, and I'll just have to live with it. You didn't do a single thing wrong, Sierra. Nobody did. So please, don't blame yourself for any of this.
I'm almost done. Almost done.
You're extra bubbly today, Sierra. Did something nice happen?
Not for me, but something great will be happening for someone else. Right, Alma?
Right.
I'm coming in.
Maria!
Well, what have we here? The Guardians in Shao, plotting something sinister?
Khosra is the sinister one. My thoughts are entirely pure.
Your thoughts. These memes are so dumb. Horny is never back. My horny is never back. Hey, perfect. What's up?
Listen to this unruly kid. Sarah tells
How
me
you
you're
doing?
cooking up something in secret.
Sierra, maybe you shouldn't.
It's not her fault, my dear Matoy. It was me who asked her to bring Mary here. After seeing how well Reggie is doing, I had this urge to see Mary next. So I asked her to make it happen. Even though I can't talk with them anymore, Reggie and Maria mean so much to me. I wanted to see my friends. So thank you so much, Sierra.
No problem. Just happy to help.
Got some trouble, but it's okay.
Besides, they're not as young as they used to be.
Yeah.
Might not have long left.
Maria, is everything okay?
I felt something unpleasant. Just imagining, I guess.
Now that made my heart jump. Mary's always had such clean movement. I love it.
Also, my horny is gone forever.
I know I'm the one who said something might show up, but you didn't have to go and make my prediction come true! Jeez!
Readings
Hey,
suggest
hey Naruto, what's
similarities
up?
to Apprentice, but stronger than the one from the mining base. Apprentice should be gone. Why is it appearing in this world?
Hey, Fairy! Get...
I'm gonna skip that. Skipping this.
Only.
I have to skip this. I haven't been good at all. I'm just too busy ordering food. But I should chill out now. Be good.
Oh, hello there! Are you on a mission? As far as advertising efforts go, Io and I went all around the whole ship. Will that be enough to spread the good word? It is important for people to know our names. But I mustn't forget to devote myself to the hero class itself, too. I do feel that the word has gotten out about the hero class, but people still aren't familiar with how we fight. Surely there must be a good way to teach everyone how a hero fights.
Ha ha ha! I've got just the idea!
That voice! Lieutenant?
Ha! Looking good, Stratos. I've been hearing about your deeds, Bonehead. You're really busting your butt.
I'm humbled!
Thanks for helping Stratos out. She doesn't give up easily, as you can see, but she's too reckless. I guess she resembles a certain someone else I know. Yeah, so you feel the same too then, Bonehead. I believe so myself. Huey said she's like me. No way! No way! We're totally different. No matter which way you look at it, you can see Huey's influence.
By the way, Lieutenant, you said you had some kind of idea?
Ah, that's right. I've got a great idea for showing off the hero class fighting style. Stratos, the two of you should try fighting each other. Show everyone how your new class fights in a mock battle with the Guardian.
Huh? Huh? Ah! Huh? No, I think I probably wouldn't be any match for you.
But it could get the word out on how a hero fights. Isn't that enough? They're crazy strong. One of the strongest in all of the arcs. But whether or not you're a match for them is up to how you handle it, Bonehead.
But if I lost, wouldn't it make heroes seem lame and make them give up on the class entirely?
Why are you thinking about what happens if you lose before you've even started, Bonehead? That ain't like you, Stratos. What's the name of the class you're in charge of, Bonehead?
You're right, Lieutenant. Heroes never lose hope. They never give up. I may be inexperienced, but I'll try my best. Please, allow me to spar with you.
For those Huey and Paris correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Millennium Arena, broadcasting live to all ARC ships. Directing today's event is none other than everyone's favorite combat bureau commander, you, and...
Oh, is that really that loud? Okay, never mind.
Combat Bureau Lieutenant Clearance Grades. Let's make this one a blast!
The scale's a little larger than I expected. Festivals are nice and all, but aren't we overdoing it? No! I don't get many opportunities to stand on the big stage like this! Besides which, the truth is I'm really looking forward to having a match with you, Guardian.
Okay then! Let's get our contestants in the ring!
All of ARCS knows our next contestant. It's no exaggeration to call this contender a living legend. They've resolved many conflicts and received many thanks. The Guardian! Appearing today in secret because we didn't tell Cheryl about this. Going up against the Guardian today is the young hope of the Combat Bureau. Her name is Stratos! It's her tireless efforts that got her here. You do good to remember her.
If this is it, I just gotta do my best now. Please fight with all you've got.
False spawn signals in the city area? Aw, but we just got to the good part. They just showed up with no warning.
Sorry to say, but the show is over. We ask all citizens watching the fight to follow the guidance of ARCs and find shelter.
Ballspawn have appeared in the city area. Commander! Lieutenant! I can act immediately! I'm heading to the rescue now!
Going solo will get you killed!
I'll be fine. I excel at these sorts of situations. I'm off!
Oh, wait! Stratos!
Hate to ask, but I am in your debt.
It looks like the counteroffensive against Dark Falls is over. Thanks for cooperating with the operation.
Need a new epilator. Like, real badly.
There are so many of them. But I have to do this! Somebody help! Wait! I wasn't able to thank them then. But I worked hard to be like them. So I could eventually get the chance to do it someday. Thank you very much.
Not today!
Emergency! Code! Attack! Completed!
Go!
Your Majesty, code, attack. Completed.
Deploy formulas. Deploy formulas. Deploy formulas. Relative coordinates have been calculated.
Did it.
Wait. I've seen that person before. Is that the one I've been looking for all this time?
Oh, thank you so much! You saved us!
Oh, no. It's nothing. Really.
Thanks, lady! You were so cool! You are like a hero out there!
Well, that's because that's my class! I'm a hero! Now, get out of here! Hurry!
Just have to endure a little more until everyone arrives. I'll give it my all.
I hate having facial hair so much.
Your Majesty, code, Q. Completed.
Facial hair is such a pain.
I haven't seen you since the incident. Sorry I haven't come by to say hi lately. The commander and lieutenant got mad at me for jetting off on my own the other day. I've been ordered to take it easy until I recover. I'm doing fine already! I recover from injury pretty quickly, and I've got plenty of stamina!
I need my stamina back.
Thank you very much. Thanks to your help, the hero class has become even more popular. It's still developing, but people are assisting from all over. I'm deeply, deeply humbled. Plus, thank you very much. I'm here because of you. From now on, I'll always look up to you. My hero. Nope. Tugging on heartstrings isn't really me. I'm all healed up and back on the job. Want to go on a mission together? Whatever you teach me, I'll soak it up like a sponge.
This content. Well, I got my new epilator, so bad.
Hey, mon ami! Showing your little darling some love? No need to say it. I can tell, because your body is giving off nothing but affection, and loads of it. Looks like Hansel and Gretel sensed it too. Looks like they want you to pet them.
Hey! Hey!
Hey, you really helped Stratos out big time. She's got some serious skills, that one.
You rely on others too much. We need to look after newly founded classes ourselves. Unbelievable.
Whoa! Are those pets? I've never seen one before! Wow!
Should you be this excited, Claris Grace? Though I have to say, this is my first time seeing this type as well.
Shouldn't the commander and lieutenant of the Combat Bureau know what a summoner is?
Are you interested in Hansel and Gretel? These two are quite gentle, and they love people. Feel free to pet them as much as you like.
Aw, so his name is Hansel? He's so soft and fluffy! This is great!
I've heard that there are life forms made of photons, but I never knew they were like this.
Say, about that particular pet, isn't that the type where something bad happens if you touch it too much?
Stop, you guys! That's not enough love! Not enough love! That isn't going to satisfy these darlings! This is how you show these babies some love. With a big, powerful squeeze! Okay, Hansel! Time for some TLC!
It exploded? Even with the ship's limiters engaged? This affection stuff is amazing!
He's not dead, is he?
Always so full of passion, Hansel. I was knocked out cold for a bit there. But I accept the sentiment! Ah, Gretel, you must have gotten lonely too. Don't worry, I've got enough love to go around!
Now I get it. A summoner needs to be one tough cookie. What a deep, complicated class.
I can't help but wonder if you deserve that.
I hate facial hair so. I hate facial hair so much. Oh, let me.
Antoinette! Please, wait! You're going way too fast for a nice stroll! Mon ami, glad to see you're looking well. My babies are doing great too, though they're basically running my life.
Hey, wait a minute. What does this thing want?
A voice coming from Antoinette's direction. Please tell me my darling didn't make a big mess or something.
I got it. I totally understand that you like me, but stop being so clingy.
Ah, it's you. That little thing just ran in here all of a sudden.
Hey, Euclita! And you, too! Don't stand around watching! Do something!
As you can see, it seems rather fond of Aurora. Not that I understand why. That's a summoner's pet, right? Is it yours?
Antoinette! To think that you hate people so badly, yet found someone in which to place your complete trust! Fate transcends any distance! So amazing! So beautiful! Don't you think so, mon ami? Of course, it makes me feel a little lonely, but I can accept it, because...
You don't get to decide how this is going to work out. This is your pet, right? Then get it under control. I mean, why is it coming to me in the first place? I don't have anything on me. I'm not pet food, you know.
You both appear and disappear at will. Maybe that's why it feels so close to you. And the part about how she manipulates her master is just like you too.
Well, I suppose. I do have a great understanding of how it feels to be manipulated by a smug master. Stop it! Quit hanging all over me! Your fur! You're getting your fur all over me!
Antoinette! I'll be so lonely, but I won't stop you, because that is the path you've chosen.
No! You get them to stop! Get your pet under control!
Okay, I'm gonna be taking a break right now, but I'll be back really shortly. Just give me a bit. Okay, I'm back.
East of Cuento lay the East Ardia Trade Federation. A memento of the symbol's succession was taking place there. The young Florent, whom Harriet and her retinue once met, donned majestic attire as a group of adults ushered him into hallowed ground. Having supped the water of temperance, he was Florent no longer. He was now the symbol of East Ardia itself. Florent's life was changing, regardless of his wishes.
The chamber of the symbol lies ahead. This is as far as I go.
Yep.
If you have any requests, you may call upon me at any time.
Yep.
This room is different. My position is different. And everyone here is different. Even Clarissa is no longer the same. She doesn't even get mad at me the same way she used to. I guess this is what it means to be the symbol. This is the fate I was born into. No use being upset.
Just skip everything.
Yeah, the other than a
The 5 is so slow.
Lady Harriet, up.
Varuna?
Oh, okay. Finish up episode 5. I'm done.
There are too many from.
I'm done with this whole segment.
Your Majesty, code you.
place is the font of all wisdom. Your struggle is futile.
Correct. Their readings match as well.
A bit.
The forces.
I need to pee.
Not.
You're not human? You're Elmir Wade.
I can't be sure.
Clarissa.
It's but
We must part.
Queen He.
Story mode is a mistake. Story mode is a mistake. It takes too long.
Florent. How... That was Florent's mind. Another Florent, born out of the loneliness deep in his heart.
Clarissa led the Guardian to East Artia. The enemy horde was larger than anticipated, but was...
Is this an ambush? No. It's like they were waiting for us.
Oh, hey! You're here. I've been waiting for you. Now I've got tons of playmates. Come on, everybody. Let's play.
What did you see?
Let's just do the rest of these, because they gotta take forever.
Cuento's forces, led by Harriet, were soon backed into a corner by East Artia's
Well... Well...
I'm gonna play a lot with you. Okay?
This is crazy! Even your attacks are barely getting through!
Oh, why does it...
Then
Well, that sure happened. That certainly was a thing, wasn't it? Oh man, that was super boring. Wish I could have forgotten that stupid, stuffy memory and just had fun instead. Is this really the time? I'm Florent. And Gemini the duplicate. Let me prove it.
What do you think? Surprised? My name is Fleur. A new identity I created.
But honestly, neither of us can really tell who's who anymore anyway. Not that it even matters. I'm Florent, Gemini the duplicate's base. I've only ever wanted one thing. To make a place with no war.
Clarissa disappeared, with Florent in her arms. Everything he created went with him. Did you talk to him? The one using Florent must be referring to Elmire. There's no readings in the air.
Dark Falls Gemini, the source of the supernatural
Guardian!
Our host runs this place.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
Shakable anxiety.
The Guardian
gotta pee
had severed
again.
Gemini the duplicate's influence.
I gotta go pee.
But
Where's everyone?
Queen Harriet of Coento steadfastly led her troops to quell the supernatural hordes threatening the country along the border. The Guardian returned to assist on the front lines, but a foreboding sense of unease remained.
Dark Falls Gemini readings have nearly vanished. Do you think we're done? Indeed. We still have the profound darkness and Elmir to deal with. Emphasis on the latter. He's way too sneaky for his own good. Where the heck is he?
Correct? Gold star. I'm Darkfall's persona. Or at least, the inheritor to the throne. Oh, dear. Correct! Nice deduction, Chief. Now, any guesses on what that cocoon might be? I can only exist here. Temper, temper, Chief.
Sorry about that. Wait now. Are you okay? You look horrible. Did something happen?
Fair enough. The two are likely related, so let me start by explaining what's going on here. The black hole suddenly expanded to a gigantic size, and not from absorbing outside material. This is what it looks like from afar.
What's that pulsating sound?
Doesn't...
It's beating like a heart, and getting bigger by the moment.
But... No, you're right.
As you can see, they wouldn't really listen to...
The black hole is enlarging even faster now. Stopping time barely gave us a breather. This is getting ridiculous.
What next, Xiao? Is there anything else I can do?
No, keep going. If you stop, it's only going to spiral out of control.
Xiao, that thing's devouring nearby photons.
The Coento army faced a do-or-die situation.
Of course! mine.
Emergency code due. Completed.
This should do it! What? These readings are off the charts! There's no end to them!
A barrier to cut off photonic flow? I never knew anyone could make such a thing! Aren't you special?
Save your thanks for when I see you next! But we're still pretty far from the
For Lady Harry!
There's a battle at the barrack!
Not today!
Emergency! Code due! Completed!
Oh.
What?
Precisely. Taking on the role of a god here was great and all, but duty calls. Alma's out there giving it her all, so I can't afford to be slacking off.
This body might be illusory, but I know what I must do.
Yeah, darn right. We've got baddies here that need defeating. And that's really all we need to know. Who's ready for a mass mincing?
This is gonna blow you evildoers away.
Fen Fatale, the Monarch Slayer!
Roar! Quantum the Imperial!
Emulate. Akashic Hold. Come forth, Clarissa the White. Behold, my name is Clarice Craze, and the world bends to our will. Hey, Alma's friend. Don't you have somewhere you need to be? You better get moving. We'll handle everything over here. Hey! Mindless Monarch! Start slaying! That's a divine order! Disobey and get divinely punished. Whoa! Aren't you a little crazy for a god? You're the one who decided to worship me, dumbass! Just like Arcs, the fools worshipped me and sacrificed Alma. I have for a long time said that no one should suffer those fools gladly. But even so, Alma wanted to save them. And of course I would, because I wanted to save her. Hey, Alma's friend. Better make the right choice. Don't force me to abandon Arcs. Make us believe in you through everything that you've done.
Curse you, Harriet! What have you done?
It was the world.
Don't get things twisted. They piss me off. That's why they gotta die!
Interpret this however you like. Just know that our cooperation with you ends if you fail to save Harriet.
It sure is fun wrecking the plans of someone who childishly believes everything will go their way.
You can't just use people and expect no one to complain, you know?
Yeah, that's just unfair. He needs payback for everything.
Go forth, Masterpiece. Save my sister.
Where are you looking, punk?
Play with me first.
We've got lots of playing to do.
Sure you want to let a beauty like me get out of your sight?
Now then, time to dispose of these defective toys.
I've been muted.
Wow, nicely done. You've managed to completely mess up my plans, Chief.
This ain't
I thought
it.
you'd never be able to access backups from here. But it seems you're too beloved for that. And not just by the people of this false world. Even the Dark Falls Collective is buddy-buddy with you now. Harriet! If you're looking for her, she's right in front of you.
You mean she's the Black
Vessel for the profound darkness. Always has been. Even broken records, all of you. Shut your trap. I am more cut out to be a Dark Falls than anyone. The records of the Guardian have existed since time immemorial, extending far into the future. But I will destroy them here and now! Let's get this rite of resurrection started. You're slow. Even bigger moron. This right here is why I can't stop fighting. Impossible! I lost? You think I'll let you? You fools! I have to say, I was really in dire straits. The vessel was taken from me, and my soul was inside it, bonded to it, with me unable to break it free. I was screwed. So very, very screwed. But then, you showed up, Guardian. So thanks for slicing that cocoon apart, for cutting me free. Now, I am whole again.
What happened to Harriet?
Agreed. The idea of this pathetic monstrosity erasing me is utterly mortifying.
Time for you
to disappear.
Emergency! Code! Duel!
How could how hard you're trying do this to me?
This is the
I
world
gotta be
that
charging
Luther always dreamed of. A world without ephemera. In order to make that a reality, I have to take on everything and pass on. That is what the soul and vessel are for.
Do you now?
Luther, what?
Harriet, have a listen.
Everyone's calling out for me. But I'm not Harry. Guardian!
This is impossible! Me?
Indeed.
Well, it was done now.
Talk about a desperate death speech. Guess he's just a sore loser. But forget all that.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Well, that's over.
That it is.
What, that's it? Labrys and I haven't gone on much of a rampage yet.
Raring to go as usual, huh, Mary? I'm all tuckered out, personally.
Our job is done. Time for us to go, Maria.
Yeah. Thanks, Reggie.
Oops, my hand slipped.
What are you doing, Maria?
Oh, please, still embarrassed about this kind of thing at your age? Do you really need to see her to talk to her? You and Alma are closer than that, aren't you? Oh, that battle left me wanting. Guess I'll go train Sarah for a while.
Reggie.
You're the one who doesn't get it, Maria. She and I, we don't need words, right, Alma?
Oh, yeah? Well, my feelings are more complicated than you think, Reggie.
It's done. That we're done.
Welcome back!
Shao, what happened with the black hole?
No need to worry. Right before you guys came back, it vanished. I also got word that Earth's black hole...
Does that mean Omega is gone too?
Omega was created by the Akashic Records, so it'll continue to exist over there. But the threat has passed. You guys did some great work. The universe is saved. The reading has completely vanished. Nothing from Nefarious either. Based solely on the data, it's safe to conclude they're gone. Of course, that doesn't change the fact that Persona lent you their strength.
Yeah, I can feel it too. It's not clear, but it's there. I can feel them within you. A warmth that wasn't there before. You've advanced, even just a little bit.
You and Matoi must be exhausted. Go ahead and get some rest.
Why, Arby! I never thought I'd live to see the day where Xiao would use such kind words towards me. Had some ups and downs along the way, but all's well that ends well.
Indeed. I wish to thank you once more for all your efforts on Omega.
Varuna? You should only exist on Omega. What are you doing here?
You and I are similar beings. That's all. Guardian, please, come with me. Let us go greet my master.
Varuna, what is it that you're after?
Me? I'm not after anything. I simply serve the will of my master. That is an unchanging, unflinching fact. Everything I do is for my master.
Thus, with the guidance of their just ruler, the sacred magical kingdom of Epicuento overcame its hardships and enjoyed peace everlasting. Harriet became a name that would go down in Omegan history. With the strength provided by her friends, she found salvation by putting her trust in others. But that's not how history actually unfolded. The real story was quite different. Something you're all too aware of, I'm sure.
What?
That was all a dream. None of it actually happened. In reality, there was no one to save them. Your saving her in that dream has allowed me to be here, however.
What is this?
I've lost the Dark Falls signal.
You want us to explore...
There, done.
Hello there. Goodbye. Hello there.
Goodness.
Goodbye.
See what we have here today. Before I start doing anything. I'm on episode 6 now.
Good day to you.
What's wrong?
Good day to
Let's see.
Which quest are you up for? Come back anytime.
I want to take a break.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think I'm done with Phantasy Star for the time being. Wait, so you guys should go do whatever you want. I'm going to just chill out for a while. Time being. But anyways, thanks for coming by.